What's going on, world? It's June 29th, Work Hard Wednesday. Just jump right into it. Just got a few things to go over. We'll start off with our cheat sheet. Thank the Lord for giving us this opportunity, and then we'll just go right now.
The never-ending boost. Romance copy. This is more than just another drink. Dare to turn your dreams into reality, to inspire a generation to go further and instill confidence in oneself and transform into a new you. Motivation, determination, and patience. Strength, unity, and peace is our recipe to succeed. Join the movement. Oostjuice.com. Bottle type, 20 ounces, 591 milliliters. Heat set, Amcor, Powerflex, long neck, PET, polyethylene, terephthalate. Bottle diameter equals 2.582 inches. Bottle width equals 2.582 inches. Bottle height equals 2.8 or 8.5 inches. Net weight fluid equals 619.1 grams. Gross weight fluid and bottle equal 659.1 grams. Finish 33 milliliters or 38 milliliters. Bottle width 40 grams or bottle weight 40 grams. Nutrition facts. Serving size 8 fluid ounces, 240 milliliters, 60 milligrams of natural caffeine per 8 fluid ounces, 150 milligrams of natural caffeine per 20 fluid ounces. Servings per container 2.5. Calories 70 per serving, 175 total. Calories from fat 0. Total fat 0. Saturated fat 0. Trans fat 0. Cholesterol 0 milligrams. Sodium 0 milligrams. Total carbohydrates 17 grams per serving. Carbohydrates 17 grams per serving. 42.5 total. Daily value 6%, 15% total. Dietary fiber 0 grams. Sugars 16 grams, 40 total. Protein 0 grams. Vitamin A 2%, 5% total. Vitamin C 8%, 20% total. Calcium 20%, 5% total. Iron 0%. Ingredients: apple juice base, mango juice, pineapple juice, noni juice extract, tropical banana, and taro. Our dominant flavors are taro and tropical banana. Mission statement: our mission is to motivate and inspire others to tap into their inner greatness and dare to turn their dream into reality. Target market: Polynesian people at first because of the knowledge of origin, then the masses: teens, adults, athletes, workers, entertainers, basically everyone from the ages of 15 to 35. Benefits of ingredients: apple juice reduces bad cholesterol levels and enhances the cardiovascular health of a person. The risk of getting heart disease is reduced significantly. Helpful for weight loss, improves the functioning and health of intestines, combats constipation effectively, clears livers and kidney, and reduces the risk of kidney and liver disease, cleans livers and kidney, and reduces the risk of kidney disease, improves digestion and eliminates harmful toxins from the body. Contains antioxidants which prevent different kinds of cancer. Vitamin C, very good for the lungs and lower risk of asthma. Mango juice improves memory and concentration. It prevents mental weakness. It is very rich in beta uh, car beta carotene, which prevents heart disease and other ailments. Combats poor digestion and acidity. Very effective for liver disorders. Rich in vitamin A, so it's good for your eyesight. Makes the complexion fair and the skin soft and shiny. Pineapple juice contains the enzyme bromelain, bromelain, a natural anti-inflammatory that encourages the healing of bruises and swelling in the body. Bromelain can reduce arthritis pain and po- uh, prosperative swelling. Also promotes good digestion by helping the body break down proteins. Contains vitamin C, which functions as a natural antioxidant, promotes a healthy immune system, and can help you recover more quickly from a cold. Promotes cell growth, tissue repair, and the body's production of collagen and protein that plays an important role in the healing of wounds. It helps the body metabolize fats and absorb irons. Noni extract protects against the development of cancer. Also exhibits anti-tumor properties. It is an immune booster and is considered one of the most nutritious facts. Many of its nutrients nutri- nutrients are also known to stimulate the immune system. Considered a digestive stimulant, traditionally used as X-lax. Laxative. Yeah, I don't know why I said
I'm about to shit on him.
Has been found to be 75% as effective as morphine sulfate in um, relieving pain without the toxic side effects. Effective against bacteria and fungus, which or with active compounds like uh, anthraquinone, anthraquinones, anthraquinones, scalopathin, and terpenes. Taro is the root vegetable which is grown in semi-tropical climates. Taro is Taro has a low glycemic index. A low GL means that taro affects blood sugar levels slowly without the peaks and crashes of high GL, which leads to increased hunger later. Eating a diet of low GL food can help prevent GI. Eating a diet of low GI foods can help prevent diabetes. Contains good amount of vitamin A and C. Tropical banana contains good amount of antioxidants, minerals, and vitamins. Replenishes energy and revitalizes the body instantly. Vitamin C helps the body develop resistance against infectious agents and scavenge harmful oxygen free radicals. Malic acid is an organic compound that is made by all living organisms, contributes to the pleasantly sour taste of the fruits, and is used as food additive. Natural caffeine, the raw green Arabica coffee bean is considered to make milder, less bitter coffee. It is the Adam and Eve of coffee beans, grown in Ethiopia as well as 70 other equatorial countries. Pictin, yeah, pictin, a, a gelling agent used as a stabilizer in fruit juices, gives you an excellent mouthful with taste consumers expect from fruit juices. The end.
So that's it then.
Nah, I had to look to see if there's anything else.
So I'll share like an article I came across, and then because it's only need two, actually three, probably three opinions. Well, actually four. We'll have four opinions, but after this meeting, then I already contacted Christy because me and Kelly went over it for marketing, but I'm going to show you like what we've been working on as far as label revisions for this next the label that we're working on. And then you can like throw in your 2 cents, basically, anything that you see or anything that just comes to mind. But that's what we'll do after this. I just wanted to share this quick this article real quick, and then we all know that this is gonna be our last meeting of June, and then July 1st we might have a meeting, but depending on people's schedules, because it's 4th of July weekend, so we don't know where people might be headed out of town or whatnot. But because of that, before I get to this article, let me do this real quick. Let me just in case we don't have a meeting on Friday. But so I'm just telling this to Brandon, but when you like any product, right? Like that product right there has a barcode on it, right? So you got to pay for it. Crazy. So that's what we do. Like every year it's an annual fee. So we took care of that with GS1 today. It was about $135 or so. But it's basically all it is so that retailers can scan your product. You know what I mean? Like you don't need it if you're going into like moms and pop stores, whatever. It's really for the major corporations like the hell, Walmart, Target, Costco, yeah, all those guys, all those big players. That's what it's really for when you get to that point. So it's better that you started off early, like how we did, from the gate, just to have it, because when that opportunity does arise, then you're already prepared. So we took care of that. I also sent down. We worked out the freight carrier for San Diego, Poke, our spot down there. And I sent down a freight carrier today. They picked up, and they're gonna deliver to him, and I'm gonna send him the invoice and whatnot. So we got that taken care of. He's down to like less than 4 cases. So off of that 30 that he moved, he was trying to get more, but it was kind of too late because I already had set it up in the system for H.A. Ryder and Sons. So next time, we'll do that. We'll order what he's looking for. But still, great work within a month. What was it? Almost. So he started May. So it's already two months and over 40 cases moved in 2 months. That's big. That's 20 cases a month, basically, in 2 months. Now, who does 20 cases a month? There's only like a few stores that for like that do 20 plus.
Rancho.
Yeah, Shell, El Rancho, I think that's it.
Current.
Yeah, that's only, and then San Diego Poke coming, three spots that do
Big
over
three.
20, the big three. They do over 20 cases. That's huge, especially because we know the type of effort that it takes and is required for product to move. I mean, you got to really speak up, and so they're really they're on the ball and getting that product moved. Then I had like what else? Chris from Infusionsoft up, and I've been slacking. You know, last week we talked about it heavy, and we said we're gonna wait till this next week. It's already 3 days into this next week, and we still like I was waiting to be honest because I know they got more specials because of 4th of July, and he called me about that today. But I have to really set up. I'm gonna set up. Give him a call because I told him I would do him that, and then just check in. He said something about giving 2 months free or something. 2 months, yeah, 2 months free, just to see. So, you know, that's extra little to sweeten the deal, extra incentive, and it's pretty big. Just to see what happens, because you know the first couple months you're testing it out, you're working, and you're trying to see that return. So they give it to you for free to play around with, and then whatever you're able to do within those 2 months is like it could literally take you to the heights that are desired based on you know what you're able to see, and it was free, and their assistance in helping build up your presence online. So definitely got to get back to Infusionsoft and take care of that. We got a pickup for tomorrow. HA Ryder and Sons, we just one pallet. That's nothing. We're working on the Whole Foods right now, trying to get in these samplings for the summer. There's just a lot of paperwork because it's not like you know moms and pop stores or chain stores where they'll just let you come and put up a pitch a tent or put up a table and then you're good to go. They like really strict about how they run it, and so we're just I don't you know Kelly was telling me earlier that he's filling out the same forms I filled out last year, and I'm not sure why it's not even in the system, but it should be. We're waiting on the response back from them, but we're just looking for that okay to start getting the ball rolling and building up our presence to have those repeat customers on a consistent basis, like a day-to-day basis, and that is our hope right there, because of the fact that we know we can win in that store. I mean, just by us being there and being able to sample, that's going to pay dividends, and that's what we want. And hopefully they get back to us. I'm pretty sure they'll get back to us tomorrow with some answers. I talked with Cynthia Langford, and this is for a business license renewal. So every year, once again, you got to pay for the business license so that you can operate you can conduct business in your city, which is Marina for us. So we took care of that payment, everything out the way. We're good for a whole nother year, so that we can do what we need to. Another thing that just came to mind too is like when, because what we did early on was we printed out our permits, our selling permits, so that no one, if anybody ever comes to us like, oh, we got a permit right here, like, all right. So that was just something that just came to mind, moving forward. Like when we are like guerrilla style, like selling, it's always good to just have that piece of paperwork on us, so that they know we official. And then sorry, talking about labor. Echo, told you guys about that. Jason got that done. Yeah, cool. Those are just a few updates. One of the things too that was, this is like for sales, is we were trying to hit our mark for 6 months, and unfortunately we were close. I mean, if I would have known, like I think if I would have known that the like one of our spots that we were kind of banking on, which is El Rancho, we were gonna hit them. But Israel had he went out of he went out of town to Mexico, and he's not coming back to the 8th. So
Next month.
yeah, so that right there kind of put us in a position now. It's only a few days away where we have to wait for him to come back to make the order or to place the order, because his dad and his other brother only deal with them when I don't really deal with him at all. I only deal with his brother once because Israel had called him, but since he's out of town, he's in Mexico, so now we got to wait for that. So that kind of killed us on on reaching that number within 6 months, and it sucks. But at the same time, I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, all right, next month this is gonna be a booming month, because we already have like lined up, and a lot of retailers like to do this like the last week. Most of them will not purchase. They're just waiting until the new month comes.
Yeah.
So that's what that's why a lot of places just like so we might just, it's already the 30th. It's gonna be the 30th tomorrow, and then July 1st on Friday, and then that new month. So just looking at that, looking at what's ahead on schedule, as far as us making these deliveries and getting to that number, is going to take us an extra week or so. But at the same time, let's not let's really let's really let's really buckle down and and see like what we want to do, like everything that we talked about and discussed last week about Infusionsoft, what is going to be required, what is needed. Like we really have to make a conscious, committed effort towards this Infusionsoft, because of the fact that we need these sales. And one of the things that I always think about, like, okay, why haven't I pulled the trigger? Why haven't I pulled the trigger like that? I'm always thinking, and for the most part, it's like, man, like, we have like the willingness there, but it's like it goes further than that, right? Because we need more than just willingness. We really need to step into once that door is opened up, we need to step inside in this realm and really attack it. And I need to feel that. I need to feel that we really are going to attack this like how we need to, in order to justify the expense and the budget. Not only that, but the overall vision is to grow, and this is how we're going. This is one of the ways that is going to help us. And and with that being said, it's like with this new month, because days continue to pass, this new month coming up, we should not be looking at anything other than, okay, man, we need to do this, because a new month coming up, let's say 14, 21 days, we see those results, and you start getting those 2 cases a day purchase or whatever. You start what we talked about, and things start to happen real quick when you start seeing more sales, because more sales allows us to have bigger budgets to do more things. And if we're not going into this with the mentality of, man, I really want that for our company, then I don't want to put ourselves in a position where we spend this money and then we don't get the return on investment that we're looking for, because we didn't put in the effort, and that's a conscious, like something that we have to be thinking about consistently, and just knowing that, okay, man, we need this big, and I want to play my part and my role into making this happen. And so, like I said, we got tomorrow's the 30th. I'm gonna call Chris up, but once that trigger is pulled, be ready to go. Let's get this thing cranky, yanking for July. Get that ready, and then even to close out the whole year, because we got 6 months left, and within these 6 months, I just really want to see something crazy. You know what I mean? Like through online, that just is just like, oh man, we should have jumped on this a lot earlier. I already know we're probably gonna get that feel like, damn, we should have hopped on this earlier. But this is the time right now that we gotta figure it out. Do we really want to do this? Do we really want to activate it? And then we say to ourselves, like, man, let's do it. Let's go ahead. So that is what else? Distribution. They were trying to get us, actually. I got a call, or I got a message from the people up in there's going to be a big tattoo festival this weekend, but it's in Tacoma. But they wanted us to come out, and I'm like, dang, I wish they would have told us earlier, because we would have pushed out there. Yeah, yeah, we could have sent the product to Ray, got him ready, and then I tried to contact Ray. Unfortunately, I didn't get a hold of him, so I know our freight carrier. I know they wouldn't make it in 2 days on short notice. I mean, it's possible, but the expense would probably be ridiculous. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be doing that event. But I told them to keep us posted about next year. If we would have had a heads up earlier, we could have did it. But that's the thing too. Like for us, just we gotta look into it. Like look into events. Like this month, we didn't have any events this month, and that hurts, because when you're not having any events, and that stream of income isn't coming in, now you just only got one. That is retailers. You know what I mean? So we gotta look into those things. Be conscious of flyers that you may have seen, or articles that you may have read, or ads, or anywhere. Like this one is called OBON. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's called a Bond Festival, and it's supposed to be for next month. But they got signs all over Monterey. Like it's a big event. They got them all posted up. But we need to look into it like that. Look into that event. Okay, can we be a vendor? How could what I mean? That's just one that I just seen recently. But they got all type of events. Like even us reaching out to like Monterey Fairgrounds, or some of these places, like some of these fields, Jack's Park or whatever. Like getting in contact with these organizations to see, oh yeah, so how does your events look this year? You know what I mean? Like when we find out that information, then that gives us, then that helps us with being a part. But if we don't know, like, we don't take that approach, or we're just kind of expecting it to fall in our laps, is not. So we need to really look into more events. July, August, September, October, November, December, all those months we need to be active. This month we didn't get any events in, because all those events that we did last year were just one and done. Besides Cam, the celebrity basketball, but we had our own event that weekend, so we couldn't do it. So just stay on that. Let's look into it. Anything we can find, let's look into it. And then last part of this article right here, and then we're pretty much finished for the day. It's a growthing article, and it just says 3 things you must do today. The best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up. Paul Valery. And I don't know if you guys caught that, but a lot of people love sleep. We're all guilty of it. And the best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up. A lot of people, the hardest thing in life is just like waking up, or not wanting to wake up, because you don't know what you're gonna do. Like you don't know, oh, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do today? You know what I mean? You don't know what your life is about. So the hardest thing to do is like, damn, let's just stay asleep, because then you don't have to deal with nothing. And we're just like, and then we ourselves, right? If we don't have to deal with nothing, then we're in a position where, fuck it, it's just like tuning out. Like turn out the world, or turn off the world, tune out to all the BS, but you're setting yourself up for failure. If we look at it like this way, like, damn, the opportunity is given to us, and it's not like it is a given, but a day that we're blessed with is the opportunity to go make that dream come true. And that was by Paul Valery. So 3 things you must do today, right? Now is a critical time in your business where we've been talking about increasing sales, right? We want to move in this direction where we want to spend a certain amount because the return on investment could be lucrative. So it's a critical time right now in our business, because we're at the end of the first half of 2016. That's right. The year is already halfway over. It's like yesterday, it was January 1st, and we're like, fuck yeah, we finna do this. Now it's already June 29th. It's gonna be done pretty, and then next thing you know, you're just like, oh shit, it's New Year already? But I mean, that's how it happens. So right now is the perfect time to take an honest look at your business, see how much progress you've made so far this year, and develop your plan for the rest of 2016. That's what we're doing here, trying to develop this plan. We're trying to get creative. We're trying to figure things out for the rest of the year so that we go out on top where we need to be. There are 3 things I strongly suggest you do today as follows. 1, give thanks. First, please take a moment to understand how lucky you are. You're lucky that you're an entrepreneur and you're in control of your own destiny. Don't take that for granted. Be thankful for the opportunities ahead of you. He didn't, and that's a beautiful thing about recognizing. When we recognize who is in control, we give credit where credit is due to the Most High, but He put us in position where we're in control of our destiny, and we get to go chase it. By our moves, not somebody else, by our moves. So don't take that for granted. Be thankful for the opportunity that we get. Number 2, assess your results from the first half of the year. It says you must assess your results from the first half of 2016. Start by looking at your goals and plans for the first half of the year, and then look at your results. Were your revenues as high as you had planned? Did your profits exceed expectations? Did you build as many new products/services as you had planned for the first half of the year, etc.? In assessing your performance, the key question to answer is why. For instance, if you didn't achieve your revenue goals, what obstacles prevented your success, and how can you overcome those obstacles going forward? If you guys recall, we had our group meeting, we were going in, and it was why? But why? How come we didn't reach these expectations? Why? It's always the why. But the thing about that meeting, and then coming into this, and then it being thrown out there once again, is we have the information. So by having the information, we as a group, we need to address things a lot more when they come up. You know what I mean? Okay, for example, like how they said, did your profits exceed expectations? If I'm just saying it, but you, Kayla, Mick, whatever, y'all not bringing things back, you're not being vocal. Hey man, I thought we could have hit this, but why didn't we? What was it? If we're not asking these tough questions amongst ourselves, then it's just useless. Once again, we're trying to break these habits that we have, which is obtaining information, and that's it. We want to do more with the information. How do we do more? Well, it starts with us being able to speak on it more. When we're not speaking on things, then it gets swept under the rug, and it's kind of get lost in the back of our minds because we're taking in so much more every day. And then you just get oh, damn. You know what I mean? It's just now you got to bring it back. But that's the important thing about why reading is so important, because you shouldn't just read something one time and that's it. You should read it a couple times because there's so much more you could get out of it. It's just like the Bible, there's so many stories in there, so much game, but yet to think that you could just read it one time and that's it. Nah, you're missing out. There's so much more revelation. There's so much more that God wants to tell you, and that's what it comes down to, man. Asking the tough questions and then being able to go over things on multiple occasions, not just one time. Not just say we heard it, okay, cool, and then just move on. Nah, going over it until all those whys are just got canceled out. now there ain't no more reasons why we didn't do it. You know what I mean? Because that's why this whole article is about prepping for the last 6 months. See what happened in the first 6 months. What would you do? All right, why didn't you do this? Or why couldn't you do this? Why didn't you reach this goal? Why didn't you reach that? You know, whatever, etc. And then saying, okay, we got the answers here. Now we apply it right here, and for the latter half of the year, and then we get to we get all these things, like all these things are set up in front of us for us to just, it's like the checklist. Like if we have all the whys, okay, wow, all right, bam, we can just easily just check it off. Like, damn, for the last latter of the year. But it's important to be mindful of these things and constantly thinking about it. The last one was 3, create your goals and plans for the second half of the year. We're already about to be, tomorrow's June 30th. Now is the time to detail your goals and plans for the second half of 2016. So, real quick story, under 30 CEO, there's this one guy, multi-millionaire now. And this was his business plan. Every year, he just go in a restaurant and he'll get a napkin and a pen, and he'll write down, you know, whatever he wanted accomplished in the year. That was his business plan. It's crazy to think like that, right? You know, because everybody thinks it's supposed to be this way, that way. You gotta have structure, you gotta have details and all this, but once again, you put something down on paper, you're going to gravitate towards it. You want to, because that's why you wrote it out. So you can check yourself and just say, oh, damn, I put this on paper. I spoke it into existence. I don't want to go back on my own word. How does that make me feel, make me look and feel, whatever? So that's what he used to do. But that's why right now it's time to detail your goals and plans for the second half of 2016. Hopefully, if you overestimate your goals for the first half of the year, you can now do a better job of understanding what is more realistic to achieve in a 6-month period. Think about this question: what must I accomplish in the next 6 months to make 2016 a great year? And I'm asking you guys this, like, on the spot. What must you accomplish in the next 6 months to make 2016 a great year? And I know, wait, let's do it. Let's do, because that's still, it's too like vast or too broad. I mean,
talking about just business.
Business. Let's just say business right now. What must I accomplish in the next 6 months to make 2016 a great year? In your opinion, or in your
Damn, I would just say just better overall understanding the ins and outs of marketing, seeing what I really can accomplish instead of aiming like way too far for the stars and stuff. I would say that not shooting myself in the foot. I would just say that's the biggest thing, is just seeing how I can help take the company to the next level through marketing. I mean, everything else is like, okay, I can have a sales goal, but I'm not in sales, you know? Like, so I would just say marketing and just trying to get better at it.
And then that's why I know it's on the go, but it's always good to ask questions on the go, because it preps us. It gets us ready for other people that are going to come and ask us so many more questions. So this is just the reason why I did it. I'll put you on the spot is because, like, the answers that we give, and like we said, we want to do marketing, like anything in marketing. So we get deeper, right? Why? It's not why now. It's like, okay, since we said marketing, what are specifically like my top 3 things in marketing? Because marketing is so, you know, big, with social media, advertisement, POS material, apparel, new designs, new looks for labels, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So we say to ourselves, once again, not putting, just like how I said in here, it's like if you overshot and you've seen you weren't able to do it in 6 months, now you have a better gauge on things and saying to yourself, okay, if, maybe I don't, I overreached in the first 6 months. So now I'm not going to overreach, but I'm just going to put something that I really think if I don't get it, I'm going to get that close. It's not going to be like, damn, I took a half court shot and it didn't even, I didn't even hit the net or hit the rim. It's not like that. It's like, man, I took the half court shot and it almost went in, but it just came out. But we still want to accomplish this thing. So that would be my thing to you. It's like, man, the focusedness, because I'd rather have like a focusedness on top three things, or whatever, top three things where we can give so much energy, attention, effort, instead of just having like this whole list where we're just like, damn, it just seems impossible, with a big list. But if we put these top three things, we focus our energy in it, and we just make it happen, and it's booming. And then you're just saying to yourself, damn, I did it. 6 months. We did it. I did what I came out and I set my mind to, and I accomplished it. That feels way better than coming up short. Like, damn, man, I said I was going to do this, that, and that, and you come up short. I'd rather us I'd rather us do the small, like do the little things that help us build our confidence up, than to say, man, I want the steak and the lobster and the shrimp. You know what I mean? But you ain't ready for it. You know, you're not ready for that yet. So I'd rather us just start, like, just keep on thinking. It's always start small and build up, build, because that's where entrepreneurs are. It's just building little things at a time. So that would be my suggestion, because it's always my suggestion. It's not, I always say this all the time. It's like, man, we need to start thinking about top 3 to 5 things that we can really just get in tune with it, and just build that thing up, and then we move on. Then we move on to the next thing. Once we built this up, then we move on. Build some up, then we move on, and just keep on making sure that not just leaving it behind, but building it up where you can maintain or sustain, and then now you have free time to focus on something else that you want to add on. I'm not going to ask you that question just yet, because it's still early. You know what I mean? Still trying to figure things out. But use this question as a guide in documenting your goals for the next 6 months and detailing your plans for how you will achieve them. So even though I'm not going to ask you the question, you know what the question is. What must you accomplish in the next 6 months to make 2016 a great year? So you're gonna be saying to yourself, okay, well, if Book told me 3 things, then I'm gonna say, damn, I want to get better at this, this, this. And once I feel confident that I have become better in these areas, then I say, all right, Book, I'm ready for some more now. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to be thinking of it. This is our God. Remember, you still have half the year left. So even if you didn't achieve enough in the first 6 months, there's plenty of time left to make 2016 a banner year. Banner year. What we trying to do? We trying to win rings. We trying to win ships. We trying to do it all. So we trying to get those banners. Importantly, make sure you set goals for the rest of the year and have a way to measure your progress on them. If you don't, as some of you unfortunately just learned over the last 6 months, you won't achieve the success you desire. Simple as that. Those are the top 3 things. Give thanks, assess your results from the first half of the year, and then create your goals and plans for the second half of the year. 2016, 6 months, about to be done tomorrow. It's been a hell of a 6 months in our journey. Trying. There's a lot of trials and tribulations. It's been trying, but yet God continues to show us favor. He continues to show who He is through it all, and that's one thing that you have to be able to stand on. When there's nobody there and everybody just is gone, and you feel like you're just by yourself. Remember, He was the one who was always by you. He was the one who believed in you. He was the one who always sees you through. And look at what He does for all of us, continue to this day. We want to kill our goal of sales, what we set out for at the beginning of this year, and it's going to take it's going to take that belief in Him, knowing and trusting and believing that He is going to get us to where we desire to be. If we truly believe that, then nothing that comes our way is going to be able to stop us. So with that being said, thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. And we'll go ahead and end it out in prayer and get our separate ways. Father, Lord, we come to you in prayer. Lord, we thank you for allowing us to come together on Wednesday. There's a lot of things to think about moving forward. First, we just thank you for 6 months of the year. I mean, we're still in business, and that's huge. You know, we're still fighting for this thing while everybody else is giving up. We're still fighting, and that's a blessing because now we look at information that we've come across, and it's telling us some of the things that we need to think about moving forward. Because the next 6 months, where will we be at? Where do we want to be at? Where do we desire to be at? And certain things that we need to do in order to get there. Set the goals, put the plans in place, execute, and put in that effort that is needed. Those are the things that are required of us to make this a banner year. And we always go in every year. We want to make this better than the last year, better than last year. So we got 6 months to make this year better than 2015. And it comes down to our commitment and trusting in you in the process. And so we believe in you full-heartedly, Lord. We trust you, and we're going to do our part. That's all we can do. And then we're going to see what comes out of it. You know, the amount of effort that is put in it's going to yield certain results. The results that we're looking for are the banner type results, the banner year type results. And we hope that we hope, Lord, that you send the people our way. We know that you're going to send them our way, and then you send us to them so that we can connect and continue to grow and expand and build up our company. We ask that you be with us near and afar as we go on our separate ways. We give you all the praise, glory, and honor for your worthy. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.